Oh, I feel that.
How many marathons and half marathons have you partaken in?
I think that I have been in about 16 marathons and about the same half marathons.
When was your first marathon?
Well, I had planned on running my first marathon, right? I wanted to run the Bayshore Marathon the weekend of the week that I was getting married to my husband. That's right now. And I trained the whole entire time. And we were older, in our 30s, and our doctor said that if we wanted to have children, we had to start early because it was going to take us a long time, and I got pregnant right before our wedding. And so I had to wait for a few years. So let's see, I got married in 2004, and I think I ran it in 2006. I think I ran my first marathon in 2006.
Why do you enjoy running?
Because I have a lot of anxiety and a lot of extra energy, and it is self-medicating, I think, calming.
What's your favorite Michigan race?
My favorite Michigan, the Grand Isle Marathon. It's on an island way up in the north where Pictured Rocks is, and so you run the whole island is 26.2 miles, so you run the perimeter and it's beautiful, and when you're done, the water is so cold that it like heals you right. I had no pain, no recovery really.
Do you have any tips that will help reduce dehydration and injury while training?
I think you have to feel your body, because a lot of people say you have to increase your mileage like a whole heck of a lot. And for me, I really just kept maintaining like I usually run 6 to 8 miles when I run each time, and I run as often as I can. And I think that when I'm training for a marathon, I'll enter a couple half marathons, and usually like the Kent Bank 15-miler. I don't really do more than that, like while I'm training, and I know that a lot of people would say that that's not a good thing, but it works for me. I run 4-hour marathons, 4:20, and my halves are always under 2 hours, so it's been working for me. I think that if you feel how you feel, you'll do really well. And I don't think you should be scared about running marathons. People are always like 26.2 miles, and it's not that scary.
How many half marathons and other races have you partaken in?
I've ran 3 half marathons and then about 5 triathlons.
When was your first race?
My first half marathon was when I was 13, so 3 years ago.
Why do you enjoy running?
Because it's a challenge.
What is your favorite Michigan race?
My favorite Michigan race is the Hawk Island Triathlon.
Do you have any tips that help reduce dehydration, injury while training?
The biggest tip would be drink a lot of water, and that you can never take in too much.
How long have you been running for?
I've been running since I was 7.
How many marathons and half marathons have you partaken in?
I've done 2 full marathons, 1 half marathon, and then I've run like the 15-mile race in Grand Rapids every spring, probably about 4 times.
When was your first marathon?
My first marathon was in 98, I think it was, 1998.
Why do you enjoy running?
It gives me like peace of mind. It kind of gets rid of all my stress, helps me think through things.
What's your favorite Michigan race?
I think probably the Grand Rapids one, the Old Kent, the 15-mile race. It was just a perfect amount.
Do you have any tips that help reduce dehydration and injury while training?
I would say for dehydration, drinking a lot the 24 to 48 hours before a big race, let alone having the water on you while you're running. And then for injury, when I'm sore, I know to lay off for 24 hours or 48 hours, depending on what how much it feels, and just do something different, cross-train using different muscles. And then I've been lucky to avoid injury that way.
How long have you been running for?
So I don't celebrate my birthdays anymore. I just celebrate my running years. So it'll be 33 years this summer.
How many marathons and half marathons have you partaken in?
I think I've done 6 marathons and probably 8 or 9 half marathons.
When was your first marathon?
First one was 2005. I did a half marathon. and then my first marathon was later that fall, so yeah, 2005.
Why do you enjoy running?
It's just, to me, is a nice chance to kind of be out and be by myself and just be outside, have nothing else to do, and so when life gets a little bit hectic and a little stress-free or stressful, it's nice to have some time that you have nothing else to do.
What is your favorite Michigan race?
I've done a couple trail races up north in Michigan, and those have definitely been my favorite. So anytime I can get out into the woods is usually the most fun.
Do you have any tips that help reduce dehydration and injury while training?
In terms of injury, it's probably just to kind of be smart about how much and how far you're running, and to build up pretty steadily. And then in terms of dehydration, it's just making sure that you're always drinking a lot of water and carrying a water bottle if you're going for over an hour while running, and then making sure that you're not drinking a lot of soda and kind of some of the garbage that you can drink.
How long have you been running for?
I've been running off and on since high school, so probably 18, 19 years, and then a little more seriously starting when I did my first half marathon in '05.